North America is comprised of Canada and the United States. These two highly advanced and comparatively wealthy countries are home to an extremely urbanized and mobile population. In the U.S., many urban areas are characterized by diverse cultures which create a rich ethnic mosaic. Like a nice quilt, one that is very comfy, almost too comfy.
Our focus is San Jose, California, part of a megalopolis located on the west coast of the United States. Here, as in many cities, will fall to zombie invasions or alien invasions, just as long as there are not robots to come and destroy everything. But first, we will look at San Jose's first transition from an agricultural center to a technological center, the pull factors that drew its immense population, and the distance decay that affects its current youth.
San Jose, the Valley of Heart's Delight, was a thriving farming community for several centuries. Orchards, vineyards, and ranches populated the highly fertile area. At the turn of the 20th century, companies like Del Monte Foods further capitalized on the availability of vast acreages of rich soil by taking food productions to the next level with canning. The introduction of the canning industry provided many secondary sector jobs to complement the prosperous agricultural market. Such businesses could include fortune cookie writing, racketeering, gnome carving, and printing.
At History Park, we like to show off our exhibit spaces. In this case, this is a printing exhibit, how it might have appeared at the 1900s. And the printing that would have been done in San Jose at that time would have revolved primarily around agriculture. And there were a lot of things going on in the area for growing crops. There was a lot of fruit production. The canneries in the area did quite a bit of canning and whatnot. So printers in the area did a lot of labels. So you had can labels, you had crate labels and things, so that all of these would have the artwork that would show off the fruits, the vegetables and whatnot that came from the Valley of Heart's Delight, they would call it. People would come to this area because the land was fantastic. You could water your crops and grow these big things and take them right to a cannery or to market in the area. And that was what made this place, this valley, prosperous for years and years. A lot of people just came here to live here because there was, of course, the agriculture, so that brought a lot of people. That brought other businesses and a little bit of technology. A lot of people don't realize that San Jose was into technology as early as, well, the 1880s.
With the inherent innovative spirit of San Jose, the rise of technology within the valley was inevitable, just as the rise of Skynet will be unavoidable on December 21st, 2012. The printing press, Moonlight Tower, and trolley were several of early steps towards San Jose's transition from the Valley of Heart's Delight to the Silicon Valley.
In 1943, technology pioneer International Business Machines, or IBM, established its western headquarters in San Jose, fostering the growth of the tertiary and quaternary sectors. From then on, research and development in San Jose skyrocketed, producing progress in such fields as radio, television, general electronics, and zombie killing. San Jose soon became an international center for high-tech businesses.
Following the influx of international corporations was the increased demand for high-skilled labor. Such a job market attracted the educated not only from throughout the United States, but the entire world, from Western Europe to Eastern Asia. The magnitude of the economic pull paralleled that of the earlier demand for agricultural labor within the valley. Once seen as primarily manual labor for cherry picking and railroad laying, the new generation of immigrants was dominated by software programmers and computer engineers. If such a trend does continue, one can speculate that the next wave will bring forth xenoarchaeologists and neuroprosthetists.
As these immigrants came for a new life in the Valley of Heart's Delight, they also left behind their cultural heart and many of their traditions. Assimilation was seen by some as an essential step to achieving the American dream, causing immigrants to leave an intentional disparity between their native heritage and the American culture for future generations.
Hi, so I am a fourth generation Japanese American and a third generation Chinese American, and honestly, in terms of feeling connected to my cultural ethnicity, I don't feel that there's a really great connection because at home my parents only speak English, so that's me and my sister only communicate in English with our parents, and that's the only language that we pretty much know. I guess we're just more of like an American family, like our heritage or our cultural base is more American based because that's where we grew up our whole lives, and we never actually went back to China or Japan for that matter. So it's more of a, we are here now, so that's who we are. It's not about what our blood and our race is, it's more of where we're living and what kind of lives we lead, which is not an Asian life for us. So yeah.
My culture hearth would be the country of India, or maybe my home because there's a lot of like influence there. But I feel very limited when it comes to being connected to it because there's a big language barrier. I can't speak it for anything, so you know it's like pretty terrible. And I think the only time I actually get to relate to my culture is when it comes to food. That's pretty much about it. I see people that are the same race to me, and it's like, you know, I live a different life than them. We speak differently, and you know, I can't speak the language like I said before, and you know, I just don't know a lot of things about anything. Well, I feel more American because I live in American culture. I live the culture, I live the life, and you know, I speak like the American kids do, and so yeah, I feel like I am more American.
However, this is not the case for all. The cultural melting pot that is the Silicon Valley has allowed for many to stay connected with their heritage.
So the way I stay connected to my Jewish heritage, even though I'm so distant from Israel, is by staying connected to my temple and to the different holidays that we celebrate and commemorate. So every year we have the high holidays and I always attend those services, and there's also youth group events that I can attend, and there's a whole organization of youth groups, NIFTY, that crosses the whole United States, and there's my youth group at my temple that is just a part of that. So it creates little families within each temple that can connect to the larger group. And I also attended 4 years of Hebrew school, and then had my bat mitzvah.
San Jose is and has been a beacon of progress and innovation. The continued expansion of economic activity and ethnic diversity of the Silicon Valley keeps its outlook bright. Though robots may one day conquer the world, the wealth of intellectual capital and fertile land ensures its place as a cornerstone of the future.
In a week, maybe two, they'll make you a star. Weeks turn into years, how quick they pass. And all the stars that never were are parking cars and pumping gas.
AP, human geo, 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 AP, human geo.
This is how we do it in AP Human. We go around the world, so listen to me, students. We make our own rules. It's not the same curriculum. You take another class instead. Oh man, you must be dumb. Not only will you learn so much new knowledge, it'll get you ready when you go to college. So step up to the challenge. You gotta have a place to start. This is my war speech like Mel Gibson on Braveheart. New world order, man. This class is revolutionary. Put the EXTRA in the word extraordinary. Me, call me a visionary. Feelings out of my dictionary. So watch the word play. This class is still like replay. You know you wanna take it, there's no way to deny it, so you need to speak up and quit being quiet. This is not American history, and this sure ain't elementary. To experience what I'm talking about, you don't need to try it out.
AP,